Hello.
Hi Raj, I'm so sorry. I was just wrapping up
Hello.
another session. Hello,
Okay,
can
no
you hear me?
problem. Good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning. Good
I'm
morning.
fine. Thank you.
Good
Oh,
evening.
sorry. Good evening. Yeah.
Oh, good morning. You woke up just now, Raj.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing today?
I'm. Mm, it's been a normal day.
So have you seen that video which I gave you, the link?
Yeah, of course. I watched that and that was amazing. And that has changed a bit of my perspective as well.
That's really great because power of words it's only 7%. So even if you're using simple words, your body language and your tonal quality, if that has added, you can do wonders. Great.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so today's topic is also very interesting. Gender discrimination.
Yeah, of course it is.
Mm-hmm. Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So gender stereotypes, like in some societies, you will find it has a traditional gender roles and stereotypes. You know, they cast women
Yeah,
as caregivers,
of
homemakers,
course. Right.
right? While men are often seen as the primary earners and the higher of the the higher of the property in the family. So
Yeah,
these,
of course.
do you think that they also lead to the perception that raising a girl requires more efforts, resources, or they contribute, and all these things contributing to the idea of girls being burden?
Of course, definitely. I mean, I couldn't agree more on this with you or with this statement because what I feel that even after uh, having so much education, like even after having proper education, the people who are living in those surroundings where they have grown up around those rudimentary and the superstitious mindset. So even after being educated, they are not able to extend or I mean upskill, upgrade their mindset, their thinking process. For example, if I take, I mean, if I talk personally, then I had this feeling that no matter what, I should not lose against a girl in my surrounding.
Mm,
And I, when I mean, today, if I think about that, I realize that what kind of thought this was because what I'm doing, if I have to do something, I have to win, I have to work on myself, upgrade myself. What is the point of thinking that, okay, that girl should not beat me? If she goes past me, I would not be able to see myself in mirror. So where does this thought come from? When I start thinking about that, I got that okay, whatever people I have grown up with, all all of them think this way that a girl should be in house. They are not good performer. They can't do good jobs and something like that. So
mm,
whenever I meet somebody in my surrounding, I feel that okay, no matter what, but I have to be better than her. Otherwise, people would make fun of me that you are not, no, you are not good because even a girl can beat you. So you are not a better person, a good
exactly.
person, not a better. So
Okay, you,
when I
please
yeah,
go ahead.
I mean now of course when I realize it was not a good thought, but of course at the same time I feel that there are so many people who still think this way, who still consider women uh, inferior to them no matter what work she is doing, yet they feel that okay, she is someone who should do this and this and this. So they labeled that these are the works that can be done by women and they are worthy of doing these things only. They should not lead a team, they should not become a leader, they should not become uh, I mean, they should not be a boss. They should not act bossy.
Exactly.
So
Mm,
these cases, I mean, I have observed or seen as well that somebody being superior try to be bossy because of some work, and that was not liked by the subordinates, and because of that he took some grave action, some extreme action against her.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. You have said one line, she goes fast me.
She goes past me. Yeah,
Okay. Faster than me.
I
Right?
mean, I was trying to say that she in competition she beats me and she is ahead of me.
Yeah. So how can she go faster than me? Yeah. So there has to be a
Not, no,
comparison.
not past. I was saying past. Past.
Fast. Oh, okay. I was listening fast. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, very nicely spoken, very nicely explained. Now, my next question is, do you think our society gives equal rights to all the genders?
If we talk about society, of course, we have all the biases, but at the same time, our constitution is great on these things, and we have enough support to every person. And in that context, we definitely provide that. But of course, at the grassroots level, when we talk about the constitution, at the same time, everything is there in the book, but in reality, in practical life, it seems impossible, and only those who have the power can fight for their rights. The poor are not able to fight for their rights, and so is the case with girl as well. So the moment gender comes in between, they have to suffer no matter what kind of rules and laws are there, yet they are not able to fight for themselves.
Do
So
you
we are a complete failure in this regard as well.
Absolutely. Okay. Do you feel there is a wage gap also? I mean, these disparities in pay between men and women, they actually persist in many workplaces just because of gender?
Of course, there is a gap in, I mean, pay parity as well. And if I talk about the government jobs, of course, there is no disparity at all. But in terms of private jobs, there are so many. And the one example I would like to take, the cricketers. I mean, cricketers, not the cricketers. So recently, recently the pay rise, there has been a pay rise, and the fee for the matches, same matches, has been equaled. The decision was taken just a few months ago. So there was a huge disparity in that as well. And in the similar terms, I mean, on this part, there is a discussion because men cricketers or male cricketers uh, bring so much of audience, and that's why they get paid higher. So he in this field it can be said, but there are so many other fields where even though the work, I mean, the profession is same, the post is same, yet there is a disparity, which is not good. And even in this case, it was not good, and that's why it has been changed. So that is a big plus that it has been changed now, and match fees have been same, but of course the contract is not same. And the reason I talked about the
Audience. You know.
the audience and all other, like the I mean broadcasters, the kind of broadcasters male cricket team has, and then female has. So that is different thing, but at least the match fee is same now. So that is a good.
Yeah, even I feel there is no such propaganda for ladies cricket in case if there is any World Cup championship or something like that. There is no such propaganda. There is no such proper advertisement which is done. Otherwise, nowadays ladies are more interested to see such kind of worldship or championships wherein they can also see and they can also feel honored because world is changing. World is changing, but
Yeah,
yes,
of
we cannot
course.
change everyone. We cannot change everyone. And I think this is the reason the pay scale has become the same, but the contract is not the same, because I think this will take a bit more time till the time the whole world can understand this thing, that even a girl can also be a Virat Kohli, and same game can be seen on, when somebody goes for the matches in the stadium. So I think that day is not too far. I guess very soon we are going to
Yeah,
witness
hopefully,
this.
hopefully. And
Yeah.
of course, there are female stars as well. So many
Mhm.
cricketers are there who have already become a star.
Exactly, exactly. I think recently there was a web series of Abhishek Bachchan. I think a day or two it has been released, and that is Goomer. And I think the lady in that series, she herself is a cricketer. She is a
Okay.
cricketer. Yeah, I mean, I heard that. I've not seen the movie completely, but I really loved the concept. Okay, but there goes
Yeah.
my next question. What is the role of people to avoid discrimination?
I mean, if we talk about some change, people are the one who can bring this change, and the change will bring. I mean, the change will come from the home itself. First, we will have to treat boys and girls in a similar way. We will have to educate them properly, and at the same time we will have to educate elderly as well, that gone are the days when you used to think that girls can't do these things. Today the girls are and can I mean girls are doing, they can do, and given the opportunity they can do everything. So we should not discriminate against boys and girls, and we should provide better education to everyone, irrespective of what his or her gender is, or what
Mm-hmm.
their gender is, not his or her,
Mm-hmm.
what their gender.
Okay. So, do you think we can promote equal opportunities through some ways? Like one point I can
On this part, yeah. Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
I'm saying one part I can say that educate those stereotype people. I think
Yeah.
there's should be some workshops, seminars, webinars, they must be on. There should be some pamphlets, or maybe some kind of workshops wherein they can sit and understand what are the opportunities waiting for women, and how can they change their own world, and at the same time giving education to those people who are doing these kind of, who are creating such kind of challenging environment for women in villages or slum areas. Do you think we can promote equal opportunities like this?
Yeah, of course. And this is what I included in the first answer just before this, that we will have to educate the elderly people as well. So, by education, I mean the same, that we will have to spread the awareness that all the thought process that we used to follow earlier, we have to let them forego, and we have to start the life. We have to start life afresh. We have to think big, and we have to think afresh, where we should not discriminate on the basis of gender or anything else. We should provide the opportunity by treating everyone as a same human being.
Mhm. Yeah, it is important to recognize the combating discrimination, I guess, which is an ongoing process that requires collective effort. Do you think government should intervene with some laws, policies, strong regulations, wherein if something like this is happening, they should be punished?
Yeah, of course. And I believe that government to some extent is doing their part. It's depends upon the people how they perceive and how they go on this. Because when we were talking about all this, we talked about dowry system, and of course there is a law against that in our constitution by the government. Yet the system is still prevalent, and it is prevalent in such a way that it doesn't seem to go away in next 20 or even 50 years, if I say.
True, because
Why?
law.
Because people are not able to accept that. So uh, the moment two families get together to discuss on marriages, they start talking about dowry, and they think this way, that okay, I have spent such a huge amount on my boy, so I have to take that money back from the girl's child, because from here onwards I have to take care of that girl. So
Hmm.
the moment you are treating that girl as a burden, why not you treat that girl as an asset? You teach, I mean, educate her and make her such a bright student or such a bright person that she can beat anyone. So in that way, I mean, even after that, even after a girl is educated and job holder, yet they pay this dowry. So sometimes some family does it to show it off, or
Hmm.
sometimes they do it just for the sake of happiness. Maybe it not the
Hmm.
show of word might not fit everywhere, but of course, the moment they accept it, they forget uh, the bigger picture in society, because they accept the trend is ongoing and we are unable to curb it.
Sometimes there is a tradition also. It's a part of their culture. Like I think I've heard in some kind of culture, they have to give everything to their daughter. I mean, starting from a needle to everything in the house, they have to give, and it's a part of their culture. I'm not very sure about it, how it can become a culture, but maybe it is their culture. So I think in a way we are trying to promote this dowry system some way or the other. My daughter would be happier. Yeah, I'm giving it for my daughter. Oh, he is not asking. And sometimes, there is a name which is called gift. I'm giving gift to my
Yeah.
son-in-law. Such kind of cases. My last question: why do you think transgenders are being discriminated in society, and what is your opinion on their acceptance?
Illiteracy and people not being educated, and the stereotype thinkers of the previous era, all this all these things have been a big reason why we do not accept transgenders as general people. And I believe that they should be given their right, because we should treat everybody as human being, and they have the right to work and live their life the way everybody is doing. It's only because they are not able to do something physically, they should be treated differently. It is really bad, and it should not be done, but unfortunately we are doing it. And recently there was a, I mean, even Supreme Court has come up with some rules in favor of them. But recently one another case was going on, and in that even Supreme Court did not interfere. So uh,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, I was not happy about that
Mhm.
rule from Supreme Court as well. But of course, it should be done, and we should
Yeah.
accept them as normal human beings.
Absolutely. I think societal norms, they often dictate expectations related to gender identity and expression. And if I talk about transgenders, there is a fear because they don't know them. There is fear of the unknown or unfamiliar people that definitely can lead to discrimination when you don't know anybody. Plus, I feel there is, like I said, misinformation about transgender individuals. That is also, I guess, it is, or it may perpetuate stereotypes, and it can continue to negative attitudes of people. So do you think we should have some legal or policies? Because there is a legal and policy gaps, I guess. Don't you think so? There are some legal and policy gaps. That is the
Of
reason
course,
so high
yeah,
discrimination. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course there is, and that is why I included the two decisions, one in favor of them and one against them, which have been taken. Like one that was taken in favor of them maybe last year, and this year one went against them, which should have not been.
Yeah. So I think discrimination, be it for anything, it may occur when there is a lack of legal safeguards against discrimination based on gender identity, or it could be because of their expression. It could be any kind of disparity that we are looking into. Even employment discrimination is also there for transgender
Yeah,
individuals. They always face discrimination in the workplace, including, difficulties with hiring, promotion, equal level treatment. They never get it. And employment discrimination, that can definitely limit economic opportunities. And plus, I think they are not able to contribute to social benefit. So that is definitely there. And plus, violence and harassment is certainly there with them, so that is also there. Any last
yeah,
words
of course.
on this gender discrimination from you, Raj? How would you like to summarize it, and any mini summary?
So, only thing that I would like to say that discrimination on any basis should not be done to anyone, and if we are still doing it, we we are failure as a human being.
Very nicely spoken. And I think I personally feel education is the only medium through which people can speak, people can have an open conversation, which is definitely crucial for challenging any kind of stereotypes, or fostering a more accepting and supportive society for any kind of individuals wherever this disparity is going on, with this where this discrimination is going on. But I think we still have hope. Yeah, because government is also
Yeah,
trying to help people, and I'm pretty sure very soon, these days will also pass, and I think good days would definitely be there, and they will also be accepted in the society the way others are. Right?
yeah, of course, of course. On that note, like the way we said, this too shall pass. So
This too shall.
definitely,
Of
hopefully,
course. Of
it will
course.
pass.
I think it was a very fruitful session. We have discussed about something which is definitely a leading, a prevailing issue nowadays. And I think we had good discussion and exchange of ideas and thoughts. Right?
Yeah, sure.
I really enjoyed it, Raj. Take good care of yourself. Hope to see you again someday. Take good care. Good
Yeah,
night.
of course, of course. Good night, ma'am,
Good night.
and
Bye.
have a nice time.
Oh,
Bye
you.
for now.
Bye.
Yeah.